Hey, girl. It's good to see you. I'm glad you stopped by, boy, because I want to talk to you about something. I got to talk to somebody about my mom. You know, every time I go to visit my family, they always bring up about how when I was a kid I was so bad, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking, how come you always bring it? I've apologized several times. For God's sake, let it go. Move on, right? Yes, I got into a bit of trouble here and there. And as Nanny says, I was mischievous. Not bad, right? I just got into things, right? Well, Mom's always bringing it up. Mom says, the one thing she always says during a conversation when she's talking and she's telling my friends about things I did when I was younger, she always says to me, I don't know how you got to be so bad. I'm thinking, were you not paying attention to Great Uncle Bill? He only was tracing the family tree for 40 or 50 some years, and he was telling everybody about it. Did you not listen to the fact that we came from Vikings, pirates, outlaws, for God's sake, rum runners? Were you not paying attention to this? Mom, I think I came by it honestly. It's in my bloodline. I'm telling you the truth. I was born with a PhD in organized crime, right? I was all set to go in life. Yeah. But, I start thinking about being a Viking. I don't know whether you really want to honor that or not. Do you really want to say to somebody, yes, I'm Viking heritage, right? Because when you think about the Vikings, you think, my God, they were angry people. They didn't have anger management classes then. They were bloody nasty, right? And I'm thinking, is that a good thing to say you came from those people, right? That you respond from that breed? Because I'm thinking I would have made a lousy bloody Viking. I could see me right now. I could see me stand on top of a hill and the head Viking saying to me, you see that village down there? Yeah. We're going down there because we're going to burn and pillage it. What? Because that's what we do. We're Vikings. I'd be saying, well, it's getting close to winter. And I think those buildings would come in handy, right? We could all crash there, party for the winter, keep nice and warm. And I really think that women would like to be asked out on dates, not kind of forced into it. And guaranteed there's not much to steal down there because all I see is some damn old fish hanging down on the lines there. And I ain't touching it, right? I can see the guy looking at me now going, we're giving you a promotion. You're going to be the sacrificial lamb tonight, right? I would have made a lousy Viking. I don't want to do those things, right? I'd be the Viking in The Sound of Music. I'll tell you. I think about it all the time. I think, what a heritage to have. We follow Cromwell and the beheading of the king in England. Isn't that nice, right?
Of course it is.
I had a great uncle picked up for drinking and driving on a stagecoach. And they say to me, I can't see where it came from. You got to be so bad. It's in the genes. It's in the genes, believe me.
I'll have to try blaming mine on that.
Well, I'm telling you, it's just where it goes to.
See, the price of gas has gone down.
Oh. You know what really turns me off, what really burns me, is I listen to people complain about the price of gas and greenhouse gases and how we're going to clean our act up and save the world and everything. Meanwhile, I'm up at the gas station the other day, a guy sitting there in a huge truck, half-ton truck. He just filled it up with gas, leaves the truck running, goes into the convenience store, shops around for something. I'm standing in there watching him, right? Goes back out, gets into his truck, guaranteed he's gone down to the pub to bitch with his friends about the price of gas. Meanwhile, he just burned what he put in it. And then on top of that, he's going to say, they got to do something about these greenhouse gases. Geez, you think?
Someone hasn't told him.
Oh, my God. You ought to see the guy. I followed a guy in a Corvette one time. I was going to work. I was going down the expressway, the highway. I was going into, headed for another town. I get this guy in front of me in a Corvette, right? He's driving along. It's a beautiful summer day. I thought, oh, this is just gorgeous. Work gets over, I'll go for a swim. This guy rolls down his window, tosses out his McDonald's garbage out onto the highway. I'm looking at it going by my truck. I'm thinking, now that's not right. Right? There's something wrong there. So I thought, I'm going to memorize this guy's license plate. And if I ever see him again, I'm going to say something to him. So I go into the town I'm going into. I go to do my first client. I'm coming back down. Lord and behold, guess who's sitting on the side of the road on his cell phone? The guy in the Corvette. So I thought, my opportunity is knocking. I pulled up alongside, I rolled down my window. There he is talking on his cell phone. I went, hey. He kind of looks over at me like that. I said, yeah, you. Put down the cell phone. He says something to the guy, I guess, hold on. He puts down the phone, he looks at me. I said, I appreciate the fact that you really worked so hard to get that lovely looking sports car. I said, that's a nice thing, and I know you want to keep it clean. But a good percentage of the people on this earth want to keep this place clean too. And I'm tired of people throwing garbage out wherever they say when they can't hold on to it to put it in a proper container. The things with the signs that say garbage, that's where it usually goes. So I would really appreciate it the next time you have that urge. You keep it in your vehicle till you find a garbage container. You got it? I said, thank you. Have a nice day. And I drove off.
He didn't
And I was
say
still
anything?
sitting there with his mouth open.
Oh, you'll say it the way it is.
Well, you gotta. This place is beautiful. I mean, if you really take a look at things around, it's a beautiful place to be.
Yeah,
We gotta take care of it. And we gotta start saying things. So yeah, I'm gonna start saying things. And I hope somebody says something to me if I get caught doing something I shouldn't be doing, which I probably would.
I don't think anybody would have the balls to say something.
Yeah, I am a Viking blood, but I keep that under taps, boy. I'm going to tell you, I keep a lid on that one. Yeah.
Well,
Those people ate things that I wouldn't even touch. And you got to have balls to sail across the Antarctic in an open boat. You're rowing, you don't even have a motor, and you've got short sleeves and a little skirt thing made out of metal and leather. You've got to have the biggest balls or the biggest vat of whiskey in that boat. I would have made a lousy. I could say, geez, that's cold. I don't want to do this. Couldn't we? What's wrong with paddling down around the Caribbean? I think it'd be a much nicer trip. Haven't we seen enough icebergs? Jeez, Let's hit the other way. We've obviously found out it's cold this way, right? And then the Vikings claimed Greenland and Iceland like somebody else wanted them. They're cold. They're really cold. Nobody, if they wanted Bermuda, you were fooling yourself.
You got a good piece of land.
They drank too much whiskey. They went in the wrong direction, the wrong way. That's what booze will do to you.
Well, I gotta run, Paula.
Okay, you take care of yourself, Joe. And to all you people who are looking at this and some of the comments you sent to me, I muchly appreciate it. I hold it dear in my heart. Thank you so much. My friends talked me into it, and I thought one of two things. I was either going to make the biggest ass of myself, or I was going to give a lot of people a lot of laughs, and I'm so glad it went the other way. Muchly appreciated.